For decades, Weird Al Yankovic has been the king of parody, the man who could take the biggest hits on the radio and turn them into clever, hilarious masterpieces. From Eat It to Amish Paradise to White and Nerdy, Al has always been a mystery wrapped in an accordion. But now, after years of silence on one particular topic, he's finally revealing what we all suspected, and it changes everything we thought we knew about the man behind the music. Born Alfred Matthew Yankovic in Downey, California, in 1959, Weird Al grew up as a shy, nerdy kid with a passion for music, comedy, and, of course, the accordion. He taught himself to play, started recording homemade parodies in his bedroom, and by the early 80s, his sharp wit and quirky charm were catching national attention. Radio stations couldn't get enough of his takes on popular songs, and soon, Weird Al went from a cult favorite to a mainstream sensation. But behind the laughter, fans always sensed there was more to Al than the wacky costumes and comedic lyrics. Something deeper, something personal. And now, in a recent interview, Al finally confirmed what many long suspected: his success, his discipline, and his almost spotless reputation in an industry filled with scandal all come down to one thing: his refusal to ever play the Hollywood game. For years, people assumed Weird Al was just lucky to avoid controversy, but the truth is far more intentional. He stayed clean on purpose. No drugs, no scandals, no wild backstage antics. While other musicians were falling into the chaos of fame, Al quietly went home to his family after shows, staying grounded and fiercely protective of his private life. This revelation makes his decades-long career even more impressive. In an era when shock value often drives success, Al carved out his own path by being authentic, and fans never stopped loving him for it. His comedic genius, combined with razor-sharp business instincts, kept him relevant through 4 decades of changing music trends. He didn't just parody songs. He mastered the art of cultural commentary, finding humor in everything from Michael Jackson to Lady Gaga while always showing respect to the original artists. In that same interview, Al also revealed something else fans had long speculated about: the way he chooses his targets. People often wondered how he decides which songs to parody, and the truth is refreshingly simple. He only parodies artists he genuinely admires. From Coolio to Madonna to Nirvana, Al explained that every parody is, in its own way, a love letter to the music that inspires him. And that mutual respect is why so many artists, from Paul McCartney to Kurt Cobain, have openly praised him, some even considering a Weird Al parody the ultimate sign that they've made it. But perhaps the most surprising confession came when Al addressed the fear that his career might have ended with the digital age. Instead of fading away, he embraced change, using platforms like YouTube and social media to reach new generations of fans. It's why a teenager discovering White and Nerdy today laughs just as hard as someone who bought Dare to Be Stupid on cassette in 1985. His timeless humor and sharp cultural observations have made him a rare constant in an industry built on fleeting fame. Still, the biggest reveal isn't just about his career, it's about the man himself. Al admits that, for years, people mistook his kindness and humility as part of an act, when in reality, that's just who he is. The goofball on stage is the same person who quietly supports charities, mentors young musicians, and avoids the toxic spotlight that consumes so many in Hollywood. So yes, Weird Al Yankovic finally said out loud what so many fans have suspected for years. His success isn't an accident, and it isn't luck. It's the result of decades of hard work, discipline, and a refusal to compromise his values. And maybe that's why, in a world full of fleeting stars and overnight sensations, Weird Al has become something even rarer, a legend who's stayed true to himself while making millions laugh along the way.